Grow channel. Just let me check if I'm live. Okay, great. We are live, I guess. So please let me know in the chat if I'm audible and visible correctly and clearly. And okay, great. We are live, I guess. Just So please let me know in the chat. Sorry. Yeah. Cool. Let me know in the chat if I'm audible and visible clearly. Hi, Saket. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know. So in today's session, I'll be showing you my resume, my current resume, and I'll be giving you tips also like how to build a professional resume. And as I told in the short before, I have a like big announcement also. So yeah, I'll be doing that announcement also. Cool. Let's just wait for 2 more minutes for more people to join. Please share this session with as many people as you can. Let's make this session highly interactive. Hi Saket, I did my master's from IIT Bombay and I did my bachelor's from Jodhpur, MBM College Jodhpur. Cool, we have like a few audience now. So I'll be sharing, those who have just joined, I'll be sharing my current resume in today's session and I'll be like going over all the sections in the resume, how I built it, and it might help you if you are like looking for jobs like very soon and you are looking to build a professional resume. I guess it might help you. Okay. And I'll be telling you how I built it, what software I used, and I have a big announcement to make as well. So please like stay back till the end of the session. It's a huge like opportunity for those who are watching the session. Like if trust me, if you are till the end, you'll be happy. Like I have something to share. Like it will be a big session tomorrow as well. So yeah, it is a huge opportunity for everyone watching. Cool. Let's begin the session. So I'll just pull up my resume here. Um, yeah. So this is my current resume. I will not be lying, and I'll be just sharing the resume as whole, so that like yeah, you can get a complete picture. I'm just like working on. Just give me 1 second. Okay. I'm just removing my personal details from it. I forgot to do it before, so I'm doing it now. Just give me 1 second, okay? Meanwhile, like you can write any doubts you have in the chat. Is doing MTech from IIT is worth it? Definitely, it is worth it. At least it worked for me, Saket. It's like really good experience. You learned a lot. So it was a great experience. Again, just I'll just need 2 more minutes. Yeah, I guess it's almost done. Okay, like we will have to face competition from those who crack J advance in interviews and placements like that, so I'm a bit scared of it. Saki, don't worry about it. Like, also think about it this way: कि you have learned, like you have given 2 years more. Like you've learned for 6 years. Okay, like generally, and any BTech student will be learning for 4 years. You have an edge going there. Trust me. And yeah, this is my current resume. And you will do it, okay, like slowly it will be easier. You will feel everyone like initially going in IITs it might be little scary, but like slowly it becomes easier, okay. And even like in the department taking courses, everything becomes like easier. It's just like once you crack the exam you will have the confidence, okay. They will also be learning the same subjects, right? So I created this resume using LaTeX. LaTeX is a programming language like which you can create like formatted documents like these. It offers all sorts of like uh, things it offers like all customizations you need for formatting a document, like different types of justification, like how do you want to put the text, how much spacing you want, images, like if you want to upload you can position them really well, so the resume looks a lot cleaner. So just see your current resume and compare it with this resume which I'm showing you right now. What is the difference you see, and like you can work on things based on that, okay. I have positioned the things and like made them bold according to what I want the viewer to see. So like looking into the resume, first thing you can see is like my company is where I'm working right now and my college, right? So that's why I made like added the logos there, and then I added my professional experience, then education, internships, major projects which I've done in my college, achievements, extracurricular activities, publications. If you have any, you can add them. I have one publication, so I've added it. Programming languages, I have proficiency in. Positions of responsibility. So this was more like a college resume. So this I used when I was sitting in Google. Only this part was like missing because back then I had not worked in Google, right? So this part was missing. Apart from it, like it was like more or less the same. So most of it, what you see here is college resume only. It covers my achievements and like positions of responsibility, everything on based on like college, like as a college student only, right? Cool. So I'll just zoom in it a little bit. So just as to like so that you can see all the sections clearly. Meanwhile, let me just copy the link of this session to like a few of my students as well. I forgot to do that. Just give me 1 second. You can just meanwhile watch the resume once, go through it, and let me know if you have any questions. Cool. So let's go over the different sections in the resume, one by one. Meanwhile, like keep writing your questions in the chat. So Saket is asking, you could have got PSUs with that AIR3. So my rank was second in GATE. Yes, I could have got PSUs, but in computer science, like it's more common to join like private sector. Like there are various factors like you can consider growth wise, like, and money wise, it's like better. Okay, I wanted to join like big companies, so I didn't go for PSUs. But yeah, like with the rank in GATE, you can join PSUs as well. I will be sharing a few tips for CSE GATE exam at the end, Saket. I will like have this question as a to do. And hello, Krishna. Welcome to my live stream. Cool. So this section you see here is empty. I deliberately made it empty. Here I mentioned my contact number, my email address, my address. So some of the personal information like can go here. Okay. So here like phone number, all the details. I'll tell you like what all details were present so that you know as well. Let just me see. So email address, contact number, LinkedIn profile, my website, my web page, which was there before, and my address. So if you are looking for off-campus drives, you have to share all this information like so that they can contact you if needed. So you can place all that information here, and so I'll just zoom in. So these are my details, my name, which can be seen clearly, and these are the highlights. You can call them highlights of your career. So these are the highlights. And then in professional experience, I've added like what I've been doing in Google. I've been working for, so I've mentioned the duration, the role, and the location. So it's important that the like whoever you're sharing your resume to knows like where you are working right now. Okay, so that you get roles accordingly. And I have given a two-line description on what I am working on, and focus on this. Like generally, like if you're adding full stops, even I have made some mistakes in my resume, I'll correct them. If you're adding full stops after the statements, just add, like, be consistent. Like you can see I've added full stop everywhere. Then I've not added it here, but in this section at least, like, add full stops or don't add them at all. Like just try to be consistent. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So this is the professional experience, like section of professional experience. Then then comes the education part. So I've added my BTech and MTech details. So like MTech uh, in IIT Bombay. So I've mentioned my CPI and like the location and the duration, and same thing for my BTech. And since it is a professional resume, generally college students add, since you won't have professional experience, you can add your 12th and 10th class details as well. I added that before. So you can add your 12th class marks and 10th class marks as well. And if you're making a professional resume, if you're already a like person working in some company, you can avoid doing that and just have your professional experience as a section. And you can avoid adding education before your college. Okay, Krishna, I'll come to your question. So then I added my internship. So I did one research intern at IIT Kharagpur. So very briefly, so you can see like every position I've worked at, I've written very briefly what I did, like the main highlight. Since like generally people like one page resume, this is a one page resume, and you might be having a lot of things that you have did. So try to just add the brief highlights of every work you have done, and they can ask you questions based on that. Like, tell me more about the project which you worked on in the research intern in the interview itself. So try to add like uh, if you have a lot of things, if you have a fewer like number of things to show, then like you can add like two or three more bullet points. But try to have this if you're sending one page resume, try to have it full. Never make a half page resume, that looks very bad. Okay, you are sending only half page resume, that will like look really bad. So don't try to avoid having spaces, lots of spaces, like blank spaces. You can increase the font size if you want, but try to have one full page. And even if you have lots of achievements, lots of things to show, try avoiding having 2 page or 3 page resumes. Okay, like if you are generally applying in a company, like one page resume looks good. Like that's my perspective. Even like at max, you can share a 2 page resume. That is called a long resume, not more than 2 pages. Okay. Cool. So this is the education section, and we were covering the internship section now. So I added like the like the research intern and a robotics internship which I did. Okay. So then these are some of the major projects which I did as part of my masters mostly. So medical images. This is my MTech thesis, basically the first one. So I've just added the titles. Generally, people add GitHub links as well, but I shared my entire GitHub repo, like my profile at the beginning. So I added my GitHub profile here itself, so you can see all my projects there. If you have lot of space with every project, you can attach a GitHub link as well. Okay, that is also possible, but otherwise it is fine. Like I have just added like the major projects which I did, like 3 or 4. I had 6, 7 more projects, but I just picked the top 3, 4 which I thought in my college, and I added them here. Make sense? So these are some of the major projects. Now, yes, Saket, I worked for in robotics. We can conduct a few sessions in robotics as well. I'm really interested in like Arduino and stuff. I worked a lot, and in our college, like there were a professor who for like with whom we worked a lot. Like so, it was a great experience, and I can share some of those like that experience in some session. Like, uh, we'll plan. Okay. Then here comes the scholastic achievements. So I made things which I wanted them to be shown, like highlight them. So I made them bold. So here, like gate rank 2, and I mentioned it like it is among 100,000 students. So I've got approximately 1 lakh students sat in that gate exam. So yeah, and in NPTEL courses like first rank in computer architecture, third rank in discrete structures, seventh rank in algorithms. So I kept to like taking online courses from here and there. So like I built my like resume that way, like, and I added all the ranks which I got in NPTEL courses. Okay. So generally, like I took some courses in which I felt a little bit less confident. So I took those courses and I gave their exam as well. You can do the same. Like you can take any of the different courses which are present. Even an academy, you can take the course, and like if you are doing really good in few exams, you can write it down. Okay, that shows ki these are the subjects you are good in. See, also be like if you're writing this, ki you secured all India rank 1 in computer architecture, have that confidence ki if somebody asks you a basic question in computer architecture, you can answer it. Okay, otherwise it's like of no point. You're adding like first rank, third rank in some course. If you're adding like in code chef, you did this blah blah, and you're not able to do a basic question. That really looks bad. Avoid writing. So if there is some subject you did long back, some course, and you don't know it right now, there is no point in writing resume, right? Like you're writing things in resume that you know, that you want the interviewer to know. You will be able to do that. So if you're writing like some course ki you secured so and so rank, just like before the interview, try to refresh that subject a bit. If I'm writing like AI 1 in computer architecture in NPTL, if they ask me some basic question on like anything cache and like memory hits and something, like you will be able to answer it. I'm not saying you should be an expert, but like just not miss the basic questions. Okay. So yeah, like this is the achievement section, and then you have we have extracurricular. So this actually isn't necessarily extracurricular, like this is ICPC rank. So this can come in academic as well, because like this any company is looking for anyways ki you have a good like solid coding background. Okay, so I've written my ACM ICPC rank as well. Then like the line follower. So this is again comes from ID like sorry robotics. So we created line follower and like I added those details here. Then like comes the publication. I added publication as a separate section so that it looks like different. I could have added that in like my achievements only, but like it's better if you have a publication like journal or research paper, add it as a separate section. It looks really good. Like research work looks really good. ICPC is an exam it's one of the most prestigious coding competitions held worldwide. It is held by ACM, so it's a programming contest. The last two words are programming contest, so and like it's international something. So yeah, and it's like firstly they held like conduct online round, and then in India itself you have to go to regionals. If you get selected, you get to one world finals. So I went to like India regionals and securing all like only 39th rank in online round. So added those details. It's like very much known exam. Everyone knows about it. Like you can write it 2 times or 3 times, I guess. I will create a separate video on it. Okay, sometime like what is ACM ICPC. I did that before on YouTube. I'll do it again. Okay, cool. Saket, you can search online. Even I forgot the exact dates, but I guess like registrations might be open like sometime soon because online round happens in October or November if I'm right. You can check it out on the website. And if you're a college student, this exam is for you. You can take it. Cool. So I've mentioned the publication best paper and the young researcher award for this particular paper in the conference. So I mentioned, so there are three things I have mentioned here: the awards which I got, the title of the paper, and the conference. So these three things are enough. Anybody can search, like since you have written IEEE here, like the conference, anybody can search for this paper. Or otherwise, if you want, you can add a link to the paper, like archive link or something as well. Like that is okay. Cool. Then I added like the programming languages, and this is the language LaTeX, which I used to create this user resume as well. So these are all the programming languages that I know. Okay, and also like add languages only if anybody can like ask you any question on your resume. Okay, if you're adding a like the language, have some skills in that. Okay, so that like if they ask you some question, you can answer some like a few like even at least the basic questions. Okay, so I added languages accordingly. Python, R, and MATLAB are my like favorites because I worked in image processing as my MTech like thesis. So these are the some of my languages I was very confident in. C, C++, anyone, like most of the programmers know. We do competitive programming in these languages. LaTeX is like the language to create documents, and like Java, we learned a lot specifically for client server like transactions. We use Java. HTML, CSS is used to create basic websites. So yeah. So MATLAB is another like software. It has a different programming language. It is a programming language as well. It is like Python, and you can do like things related to images and like ML, AI ML in MATLAB. Okay, it's a great tool. We can I can have a small video explaining what all these tools are and what these programming languages do if you want. So you're giving me good ideas. I'll create small 5 minute videos explaining what MATLAB does and like how you can use it, so that like if people have interest, I'll like they can go ahead and like install it and work on it. Even like R, like how do you program like write programs in R? what is Octave, what is MATLAB. I can do that, and these are very closely related to AI/ML field because people use MATLAB to generate simulations. Okay, cool. Then I added positions of responsibility. It's very important section. Like it projects you as a leader and like that and you can handle responsibilities once in a while. So department placement coordinator, try to be something in your college. Okay, that's enough. So DPC and student companion and administrative secretary of some club in college. So try to have evidence for these as well, and like don't lie at least. Like just write it if you have done it, because some questions might be asked and it doesn't look good if you are not answering questions then. So don't lie, don't never lie in resume. Okay, okay, then we have just give me 1 second. Cool. Yeah, then we have this teaching assistantship. So if you do MTech, generally you have to do TA-ship. It is like help assisting the teaching, like teacher who is taking the course and like helping them with like the logistics of the course. So I did 3 courses. I did one more. I have not added it. I don't know why. I will add one more course. I did TA-ship for one more course. Okay, here I'll add it. Cool. Anyways, so yeah, and then like at the end, very small section of hobbies. Don't paint it like you like don't like try to cover necessary things. Like if you're writing a tech interview, hobbies is like okay to have, but like I had a very small section like badminton, chess, programming. Also, like never lie. You like something, then only write it. They might ask you some questions on it. So the job of the interviewer, I feel like sometimes is only to uh, take the complete picture out. Like if you're lying, they have to find it out. So never lie because it's very easy to figure out if you're lying in the resume. So okay, this is my resume. Yes, Rakesh, I can review your resume. So I have a big news to announce, but like we don't have enough live viewers again. So it's really bad. I don't know what type of sessions you people want. Okay, just let me know in the chat ki you want this, and I'll be creating sessions like those. Because otherwise, I had a great news to share with everyone, and I wanted to conduct a session tomorrow in which I will be building your resume. So Rakesh, you won't be then needing a review. I wanted to create a session in which I will be building your resume. So I will pick a few students, let's say 3 or 4 people, and I will be building resumes of this quality at least. Okay, I'll be building them in LaTeX so that like other people who even if they are not selected will learn how to write, and those who I have selected, I will share the resume as it is so you can use that, and I will share the link as well where they can edit it. So it would have been a great session. That is what I was planning for tomorrow. Okay, and I will start teaching coding very soon from scratch, Saket. I am planning an AI ML course, and I will be starting it really soon. I will let you know. Okay. So RR Rakesh, if you like, do you guys want me to have a session in which I am creating your resume, I am building your resume in the live session, and you have to join the session. Then only I'll pick your name. Okay, and like otherwise it doesn't make sense, right? If you are in the session and giving me inputs, if you have done something else as well, I'll be writing that. So I'll be just needing your current resume, and that's okay. Just send me your current resume and I'll build a much better version of it. I'll try to in LaTeX. Krishna, that's okay. That's okay. If you've done a very few things, just send me a document in which you have written those few things. I'll at least create a structure. I'll at least create a structure, and you can fill it later. When you've done more projects, when you've achieved a few more things, you can add it later. Okay. So we can have it that way if that's okay. Okay. So send me your current resume, or send me like a document in which whatever things you have done, just write them down in a document, even on a piece of paper. That's okay, and we can build it. Saket, don't be afraid. Like it will be okay. Slowly you have to build it. Slowly you have to build it. Okay, you have time. So I have created a form and I shared the link to the form as well before. Let me share it again. So I will add this form link in the comment section. I am adding it in the live chat, and those who are watching the recorded video, I will add the link to this form in the comment section. You can fill this form, and depending on how many responses we have, we will have the session tomorrow at 6 p.m. It is already scheduled in this channel. Okay, it is already scheduled in this channel, and the agenda of the video will be, I will be creating your resume for free on live platform, which is Unacademy channel tomorrow. Okay, and I will be building it in a live stream, live setup. Okay, keep writing your questions. I'll be taking up questions after I explain like the agenda for tomorrow. Just let me share the link of the form as well here. Okay, I got the link. It's very difficult to find your own video. YouTube is a like crazy thing. I don't know, like it's very difficult to find your own video. Okay, so I've shared the link to the Google Forms. You can just copy and paste this link. I don't know, like I will be adding this link in the comment section when the video ends as well. So I've shared the link to the Google Form. Just join. You can just copy and paste this link. I don't know, like and I will be adding this in my section when the video ends. Those who fill the form and send me a doc or the Google Form, just join. You can just copy and paste form like this using later. And I will be adding in my section when the video ends. Those who fill the form and send me a doc or the Google Form, just join. You can just copy and paste like this using later. And I will be adding in my section when the video ends. Those who fill the form and send me a doc or the Google Form, just join. You can just copy and like this using and I will be adding. Okay, got it. Let me fix it. Is it better now? Really sorry. It is better now, right? So there was some issue, okay? Cool. Thanks a lot. So yeah, yeah, I got the feedback. I have fixed the voice issue, I guess. So if you like, let me just iterate it again. I have shared a link to a Google form in the chat, in the live chat, and I will be sharing it in the comment section as well, those who are watching the live video. And just let me know, let me tell the Unacademy team to pin this link so that everyone knows. And fill this form. Add as like in the resume section, even if you don't have a resume, just create a draft. Okay, create a document in which you just write down like all your prep, like education, experience, internship if you have done, achievements if you have any, projects which you have done, and you will create a small draft. I'll be selecting a few people, 3 or 4 people for tomorrow, and if we have a lot of responses, I can conduct another session as well. The only restriction is you have to attend the session tomorrow at 6 p.m. Okay, it is already scheduled on YouTube, and also you have to fill the form. So let me pin this link. So RS internship is not mandatory. It is never mandatory. Like generally, like some colleges don't even allow internships. So it's okay if you don't have any professional experience. In that case, like somebody might ask you, what did you do in that time? Generally, like in summer vacations, people do internships. If you're not doing internship, what were you doing? So you should have good projects, or at least you should be preparing for some exam. You should have answer at least. Okay. BCA स्टूडेंट के लिए ठीक है जॉब, Yeah, MCA. Anything is fine. RR, like even after BCA, I've seen people getting placed in IT companies. So, but MCA is slightly better. Like you get to learn about computer science like a bit more. Is MTech hectic? Hectic. I'm feeling to go. I told you, Krishna, don't need to worry. It won't be hectic. Like everyone feels that way, but after some time, you get used to it. The pressure. I agree. You will have to work slightly more, but you will really like it. Okay, the experience is really amazing. So you will like it. बीसीए स्टूडेंट सेकंड सेम में आईआईटी खड़गपुर एमएल इंटर्नशिप करना चाहिए, बिल्कुल करना चाहिए। आईआईटीज में इंटर्नशिप इट्स लाइक अमेजिंग, you get research experience from the professors live them like there, so staying there and taking internships, it will be a amazing experience. Saket, tips for gate. uh yeah, so yeah, like if you're writing this year's gate, start really soon, like you don't have much time left, and like try to finish your subjects as soon as possible so that so that you can do a lot of practice. I always say ki for any competitive exam, practice is must. And before you write the actual gate exam, you should have given at least 10-15 full tests. Like when I say full, like the entire syllabus, then you will have the confidence, and like it will be much better. Also, like we have pinned the link to the form in the chat. Fill that form by tomorrow. Tomorrow 2 p.m. You can fill it, and so that I can filter out a few students for which like I'll be creating resume. So if we don't have enough responses, I will not be taking tomorrow's session. Okay, do share it with as many colleagues as you can. It's not a competition. You will get like the chance. I'll create your resume as well. Okay, so I need like lot of responses, at least 50 responses. Then only I'll be having the session. Okay. Does product-based company give training to the freshers before allocating the actual project? Yeah, actually like training happens. Like even Google, like I had some period of time in which I was just expected to learn. Okay, generally like good companies will give you some time to ramp up, and then only they will give you like projects to work on. Definitely, like no one will expect you to know everything from day one. So it's like the same norm everywhere. Hello, Arman. Okay, we already have one or two responses, and that's great. Keep filling the form. We have pinned the link to the form in the chat. Do promote this link to like all your college students, like colleagues. At least like try to be a good friend and like promote this session. And if we have enough responses, we will conduct this session tomorrow. Okay. Okay, I'll just so we are like on time. I'll just take one or two more questions, and then I'll like we'll close the stream. ML versus web development. I love ML. I love like ML work, like the concepts, the theory, everything. So I have a bias. I will go with AI ML, but people love web development. It's okay. It's like different technologies. It's okay to uh, have expertise in any. RS, I already shared gate tips, right? I already shared gate tips. You were not here, I guess. Start right now. Finish all the subjects in 2 months. Have the target. Forget about everything. Just finish all the subjects. Then, like for the last 4 months, just do practice. Firstly, subject wise, one subject, then two subject, then five subject test, and then full test. Okay, and take at least 10-15 full test. You are good to go. ML में fresher allow means what? RR, what do you mean by this question? Fresher allowed means in industry are you talking about, or like what? Okay. Is coaching mandatory for GATE? It is not like mandatory. You can like learn on your own as well. But like coaching, like see, there are X coaching, they will charge you Y money for one particular competitive exam. It's not necessarily only about the concepts. See, knowledge is free flowing. It's like everywhere. It's in books. It can be found on YouTube like for free. But coaching like does two things that I feel. Okay, personally, what I feel is once you have given the money, right, you are bound. See, there is a psychological effect after taking a subscription. Generally, people like don't tend to learn for free. I've seen this. I've seen this in a lot of people. Okay, you can like tell this. Like 99% students, if like education comes for free, they like they like for some competitive exam, they won't prepare. Okay, once you take some falana coaching, like it's in your head now. You have paid for it. You have to take at least that worth out. Okay, that is the one thing. That is more psychological thing. Okay, and also like yeah, educator matters. Lot of like if some educator is really good in a subject, they can explain you the concepts in really well mannered fashion, and the educator deserves the respect. So they will be in like an academy, like platforms like an academy, and they will be teaching subjects. So you have to take that subscription. That is one thing as well. And the other thing is like when you take coaching or like some platform, you get uh disciplined. Okay, because you will have daily sessions, live sessions, you will have a schedule to follow. Otherwise everything will be here and there. You are like, okay, it's okay, we have 6 months, I'm preparing, I'm on my own, I will learn like this much amount of thing from YouTube, this from here, this from here. You will not be organized. Coaching makes you organized. Like we are learning these three subjects today, and like they will get finished in 2 months, then we will do test series, so it like everything is like crystal clear कि इस एक साल में like this is what I'm doing. So it yeah, correct Krishna. It just saves your time. It saves your time and energy, and like it makes you disciplined. Ki, like I'm doing this much amount of work today, doing this much. So you're on track. You are with a lot of students on the same path. Now after taking coaching, it's your mistake if you're not learning, because like many students are following the same schedule and they are doing it. So if you have to like, if you are skipping classes for 3 4 days, you will be having a lot of backlog. Then it will be difficult, right? So you will have the pressure, and plus you have invested some amount, right? Like whenever you make investment, you are like bound to do something to like take out of that, right? And if you just like keep, you can learn from books if you're really dedicated, if you're highly disciplined. You can do it on your own as well. Okay, people have restrictions, like they might not have money, lot of like n types of things. You can write scholarship exams on an academy, on like in different platforms, and like there are various things. Okay, there is like a lot of like there is a big picture going on, like but the thing is like I'm telling you the advantages of coaching. My age, what will you do with it? uh, I'm really never comfortable sharing that, but yeah. But I'm not old, like I might be like the same age as most of you. What do you think? I'm done with 6 subjects and 4 subjects left for GATE CS. Will I be able to get a decent rank? Harsh, yes. 4 subjects can, like only if you finish those 4 subjects in 2 months. Trust me, you'll crack it. Just do these 4 subjects in 2 months, increase your pace, and then do a lot of practice. Okay, I'm telling the same thing again and again. Focus on practice. ओके एनी मोर एमएल के लिए प्री रिक्विजिट्स है आर नहीं, और अगर है तो हम एक कोर्स स्टार्ट करने वाले हैं यही एमएल पे, एंड मैं पढ़ाऊंगा। कोई भी प्री रिक्विजिट्स है तो मैं उसमें बताऊंगा। जनरली लाइक इफ़ यू हैव गुड डिसेंट अंडरस्टैंडिंग इन मैथमेटिक्स, थोड़ी मैथ्स चाहिए होगी, बट लाइक वी विल कवर दैट इन द कोर्स। So we cannot share the CTC RS, but like it's very easy to find. Just search Google average package and you'll get it, right? Like any company, you'll like web contains everything. how much programming languages are necessary to put in resume? It's not a necessity. If you know very few languages, that's okay. No one will judge you on that. If you know two, three languages, that's okay. Okay, but you should be very proficient in that. Companies generally expect you are good in one language. Okay, and that's all. But if you know like three, four more languages, it's okay to write. If you don't, if you have only two, three languages, we will skip that portion. Okay, there is no need to write it. Again, those who just joined the session, I'll just tell you the like I'm reiterating it again. I want the session to be grand. So I have shared a link. A link is pinned in the chat and it is a Google form link. Fill that form. If in today's session I shared my resume. If you want to build your resume like this, I will be building resume in LaTeX for free for you tomorrow. I will be sharing it with you and just fill that form, share me your current resume, and I'll be building your more professional resume in LaTeX. Okay, in tomorrow's 6 p.m. session on the same channel. Logic matters, correct? Does internship play a major role in resume? Vedant, depends. See, there will be one thing which will be you will have spotlight on. If you have very good internship, you can create your resume that way ki that spotlight will be on that resume like internship. I added this achievement section in the top. There is a reason to that, right? So sort it according to the things like which you feel like you are most proud of, and like which if interviewer knows, like they will be happy to know. So along with professional experience, I added this section. So this is like my top of the resume. Like you just see, this is the highest weighted section. You agree or not? Write in the chat if you agree. In my entire resume, the section which I have highlighted here, this contains the highest weight, right? Like working at Google, and these are my achievements, like Gate Rank 2 and like NPTEL ranks. And if you want a little bit more insight, you can extend it a little bit more. Yeah, I'm an educator at Unacademy as well. I've done like some work in like some categories I've taught here. Plus, I did ACM, ICPC, and like some like extracurricular activities as well. So the more you go down, you will get more information. But on the top, I have mentioned the things which I wanted them to know. So the same thing goes with you. Okay. If you have done good internships, Vedant, we will write it on the top. If you have done something else which you are more proud of, you will write that in the top. But like it's all psychological. Okay. How much DSA used in companies? RS a little bit like generally in while coding you have to use data structures and algorithms, and that's why they ask you that. Okay. Cool. So I guess we are on time. I guess I'll like end the session here. Very soon I'll be having like starting lots of interesting series on this channel. Like I'll start AI ML and coding streams. I know I'm not very regular right now. I'll try to be live every day so as to interact with you guys so that we can build something good on this channel. Okay, promote this session as much as you can. Promote this channel as much as you can. Lots of educators are working day and night to have like put good quality content on this channel. Like lots of educators are teaching different things. We have a live C++ programming stream going on, Python someone is taking. So, and also like product management and data science, like lot of different educators are teaching different things. I'll be teaching different things, and let's make this big. Okay, like let's target like a lot of subscribers on this channel so that like we can hit a lot of people at once, and like we can have impact. Okay, and cool, like share this session, like this session, and it is like the like count is 6 and 6 people are watching. I have liked it, so this should not be the case. Like at least those who are watching, like the session and share it to as many people as you can. Also share the form. I will create tomorrow's session. I will have tomorrow's session only if we have enough responses, otherwise there is no point. Okay, so like share the form link and ask your friends to fill it, and let's build all of your resumes together. Cool. Thanks a lot for watching the session. Let's meet tomorrow at 6. Have a great day. Bye bye.